Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new, and welcome to another book recommendations video. So Whateverthon has officially been announced, and obviously I am one of the hosts for the beach readers, along with my friends Steph, Ashleigh and Cassidy. If you don't know what Whateverthon is, it's basically this amazing readathon hosted by Maddie from Book Browsing Vlog. She came up with this amazing readathon last year for the whole month of June, Pride Month, and she is bringing it back again this month. The announcement video has now gone live for this and you can get signed up for it. So if you'd like any more details, they will of course be linked in the description box down below so that you guys can get involved. But for those of you who have joined the best team, the beach readers, or if you're still on the fence and you're looking for some ideas, one of the prompts on our team's bingo board that I think might be slightly unknown to some people is the summer thriller prompt. So I just thought I'd make a little video giving you some recommendations that I think would work for this prompt so that you guys can get all the points or possibly sway you towards joining our team. So if you'd like to know all about my summer thriller book recommendations, then just keep watching. So to me, a summer thriller is basically a thriller book that gives me the summer vibes in one way or another. Usually it'll be set in the summer or it'll be set somewhere abroad. There'll be beaches or pools or sun. It's the sort of book that I might take to the beach with me. I might read in my garden when the sun's out. I might pick it up in WH Smith at the airport before hopping on a flight and then read it by the pool. That sort of vibe. So I have about 10 recommendations for you here I think that I believe could fit this prompt. Some of these I have already read so I can attest to their goodness. Others I have not yet read but I'm really looking forward to. I have some physical books here and I also have some ebooks as well. A few of these are actually Kindle books that I have downloaded from Kindle Unlimited myself and I have them waiting on my Kindle so that I can use them in the month of June to fit this prompt. I will also say a number of these books will fit the prompt water on the cover as well, which I know is another prompt that some people might be a little bit hesitant about, but most of these, because they are set abroad, by the beach, by the pool, during the summer, they also have water of some kind on the cover. So I'll start off by talking about the books I have already read, and the first one will come as absolutely no surprise to anyone because it is one of my all-time favourite thriller books by one of my all-time favourite thriller authors, and that is Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. In this one we follow Emma, who when she was younger went to Camp Nightingale where 3 young girls went missing. Now a number of years later she is returning as an adult to be an art teacher at this camp, and she believes that going back to this camp she will be able to set some of her ghosts to rest and get some closure on this whole situation. But really she's returning to the scene of a crime because Emma's innocence might be the biggest lie of all. So obviously this one has a camp setting, which is a huge summer trope to me. That is the main reason I would class this as a summer thriller. It is a summer camp for kids, but it does have the thriller plot alongside it. And as I said, this is one of my absolute favourite thrillers of all time. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. It has got an unreliable narrator as well, which is one of my absolute favourite tropes. So I would highly recommend it any time of the year, but I also think it'd be perfect for a summer thriller. Next up I have another book by one of my favourite thriller authors, and that is The Night She Disappeared by Lisa Jewell. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you will know Lisa Jewell is one of my favourite thriller authors. I just eat her books up. In this one we have 2 different timelines and both of those timelines are in the summer. So first of all we have Tallulah, who's a young teenage mum. She goes out to a pool party with her boyfriend and some of her friends one night and she never returns, and her mum knows that she would never just leave her son behind. We then have the following year, summer 2018, where Sophie moves to this town with her boyfriend because he has just become the head teacher at a local school, and while she is looking around the grounds of their new cottage she finds a sign that says dig here. And from there the story unfolds, secrets are uncovered and the mystery of Tallulah's disappearance all comes together. As I said, obviously this one is set in the summer in 2 different timelines. We have a pool party, we have drinks in the sun, very much a summer thriller in my eyes. Next I have The Night Swim by Megan Golden. Again, this one is set predominantly in the summer. We follow Rachel Crawl, who is a true crime podcast host. One of her previous series of this podcast did set an innocent man free, and now she is back to cover a rape trial. So she goes to this town to cover the rape trial, but while she's there she starts getting letters from a young woman called Hannah asking her to look into the death of her sister, which happened 25 years earlier. And as Rachel starts to do some digging she realises there may be some connections between the two. This one, even from the title, makes it a summer thriller. It is The Night Swim. It does involve young people going for a swim in the sea during the summer, laying by the beach. Very much summer vibes and one that I would read in the summertime. The only thing I would say for this one is a huge trigger warning for rape. Obviously she does follow a rape trial in this, but it does go into quite a lot of detail at points and it is discussed throughout the book. But otherwise, a great summer thriller. Another one that I have already read, I actually read on Kindle Unlimited. I don't think it's actually on Kindle Unlimited anymore, sadly, but I know some of his other books are, and that is The Holiday by T.M. Logan. In this one, we predominantly follow Kate, who goes on holiday with her husband, her children, and her 3 best friends and their families as well. They all go on holiday together to the south of France to stay in this luxury villa for a week. But on the first day that they arrive there, Kate discovers that her husband is having an affair, and he's having an affair with one of her 3 best friends. She just doesn't know which one. So she takes it upon herself to do some digging to try and investigate and find out the truth before she confronts him so that there's no way he can deny it. But as she continues to dig, she realises that the stakes are much higher than she first realised. This one does get a lot more tense in the second half, I would say. It's definitely a good thriller. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars and it is probably the epitome of a summer thriller to me. I read it on some cold days in Scotland, curled up on the sofa, and while I was reading it, all I could think was how perfect it would be to read by the pool somewhere sunny. Okay, next I have quite a few thrillers that I have not read yet but I've heard good things about that I think would really fit this prompt. So first of all, I have Pretty Guilty Women by Gina Lamanna, and I mean, if we look at the cover, this just screams summer thriller to me. Once again, it also has water on the cover. In this one, we follow 4 different women who all go to this luxury resort on the Californian coast for a wedding. But 24 hours after they arrive, a man is found dead at the hotel, and each of these 4 women all come forward to confess to the crime, each insisting that they acted alone. This one definitely gives me Big Little Lies vibes as well, but obviously we're following women at a luxury spa resort in California. They're sitting by the pool. If anything is a summer thriller, this one is. Next up, I have Just My Luck by Adele Parks. I have yet to read anything by Adele Parks, but I do hope to read this one myself in the month of June because I've heard amazing things about her writing. Once again, the cover screams summer thriller and we have water on the cover. So in this one, we follow 3 families. We have Lexi and Jake, who play the same 6 numbers on the lottery with their friends, the Pearsons and the Heathcotes, for 15 years. They get together over dinner parties or little gatherings and they always play the same numbers together with the intention of sharing the winnings. But then one Saturday night, the unthinkable happens. There's a rift in the group, someone doesn't tell the truth, and soon after 6 numbers come up which change everything forever. Lexi and Jake have a ticket worth £80 million and their friends are determined to claim a share of it. This one is supposed to be a really gripping thriller by Adele Parks, who's obviously a best-selling thriller author, but just seems like the perfect summer pick for me. And finally, I have 3 more ebooks, all of which are on Kindle Unlimited. I have already downloaded these ones myself so that I can read them in the month of June, and I thought it'd be good to give you guys a few recommendations as well that you don't need to pay for, you can just simply get from Kindle Unlimited. So first of all, I have The Missing Twin by Alex Day. Once again, this cover just screams summer thriller to me. It does say it's also perfect for fans of Sherry Lapina, and you guys know I recently read some Sherry Lapina and absolutely love her books, so that is definitely a selling point for me. And this one says Edie and her identical twin Laura have always been best friends. So when Laura surprises Edie at the Mediterranean holiday resort where she's working, Edie can't wait for the partying to start. But then Laura vanishes without a trace. At the same time, in a country on the other side of the sea, Fatima and her twin daughters set out on a harrowing journey that only the strongest and luckiest survive. Edie and Fatima's lives are worlds apart, but now their paths are set to collide with devastating consequences. When Fatima hovers on the brink of survival, Edie must risk her own life to save her and finally discover the truth about her missing sister. So obviously this one is taking place on a Mediterranean holiday resort. Definitely screams summer thriller vibes, and it just sounds like a good psychological thriller that will hopefully keep us all on the edge of our seats. Next, I have The Perfect Holiday by TJ Emerson. Once again, very summer vibes on the cover, and also it's called The Perfect Holiday. In this one, we follow Olivia and Julian, who are taking a well-deserved break from their busy lives and lounging around in their Spanish villa. It is a very serene and tranquil place until a chance encounter with Gabriel, an attractive man many years their junior, changes everything. Soon their idyllic break turns into a dangerous, high-stakes game of cat and mouse. Will any of them get out alive? This one sounds really creepy, I think, and really exciting. This idea of cat and mouse to me makes me feel like it's going to be very fast-paced, which is something I love in a thriller. Obviously it's set in a Spanish villa. Summer, holiday, thriller, vibes. And finally, I have another book with holiday in the title. This is The Family Holiday by Shalini Boland. In this one, two families house swap as a form of vacation, just like in The Holiday, the very cute and romantic Christmas film. But this is in a much more sinister setting. So the two families do this house swap. We follow a woman who's staying in an Italian villa with her husband and her children. Everything makes it seem like the perfect holiday. But then in the back of a wardrobe, she finds a photograph. And in this photograph, there is a beautiful woman with a young man with his arm around her. The picture is old and faded, but the woman instantly recognises that this is her husband in this photo. But they've never met the family that they've swapped homes with, and her husband denies the fact that it is him in the photo. They have a huge argument about this because obviously he is lying. She storms off, goes away to cool down a bit, and when she comes back, she finds her husband dead. Why would someone kill my husband? Am I in danger? And how well did I really know the man I married? This one again sounds like a really gripping thriller to me. It sounds like it's going to be quite twisty. I have no idea what to expect from it other than the fact that it is definitely going to give me summer thriller vibes. It is set on holiday in a Spanish villa. What more could you want? So those are some of my summer thriller book recommendations. I hope that these have been helpful to you, whether you are going to choose to read any of these books or if they're just giving you more of an idea of the types of books you might read for this prompt. If you do plan on using any of these books for the prompt, then do let me know. I would love to know that these recommendations have actually helped you guys. If you made it to the end of this video, then pop the little beach emoji down below for the beach readers and for these summer thrillers we're all gonna get wrapped up in. Pop that down below just to let me know that you made it to the end of this video and that you enjoyed your time here. But as always, if you did enjoy the video, then do please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe for more bookish content from me. Comment down below with any of your thoughts and feelings. I do reply to every single comment. I love you all, and I will see you in my next one.